I can't believe I get to say this. Let's go to Epic Universe. Hey everyone, I'm here at Epic Universe today for annual Passholder previews. I am so excited to go inside, check everything out. I have actually managed to avoid all spoilers online since preview started, so I actually have no clue what I'm walking into right now, and honestly I'm kind of excited about that. So this video might be a little chaotic, it might be a little everywhere because I genuinely couldn't even plan it, because I didn't want to see anything about this park before walking in and seeing it all with my eyes for the very first time. So let's go into Epic Universe. I cannot believe I'm officially here at Epic Universe, walking into the main gate through the Chronos for the very first time. I am just so happy in this moment. Oh my gosh. The park is gorgeous. Wow. Celestial Park. Like, I'm barely into the park and it is already absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. All right, first up, I'm walking into Isle of Berk, which is the How to Train Your Dragon themed land. And I just watched the How to Train Your Dragon movies for the first time right before this in preparation. So I am so excited to see this land. Oh my gosh, they have the stone that tells the story of Berk like Hiccup does at the beginning of all the movies. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. This is insane. This place, they did it. They brought Berk to life. Oh my god, I love them so much. Okay, as much as I love these guys, I want to check out the rest of this land. So I could sit here and look at this animatronic all day, but let's keep going. Alright, definitely not doing this one because the sign says you will get wet, possibly soaked. So, we know how I feel about getting wet. There are literally dragons everywhere here, and I love it so much. You know what, let's go into the shop. How to treat your dragon. Oh, it's sweets and treats, that makes sense. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not going to show every single piece of merch because it's all new. Oh my gosh, you can get the sheep as a headband. I really want to find, I know that there are toothless headbands. That's kind of what I'm on the lookout for. Oh, these are cute actually. I don't want to buy merch yet because then I'm going to carry it around all day. Okay, so I'd love to do this, but it's currently a 40-minute wait. And I don't really want to wait that long. When I come back once the park is open, I do have Express Pass for the second day I'm coming. So really today is just kind of getting my bearings and exploring everything. And if I ride some rides, great. If not the end of the world. Oh my gosh. They have the horn and you can spin the wheel to make it sound. That's so cute. Okay. This is Hiccup's workshop. This seems to be where most of this merch. Oh my gosh, I love her. Definitely going to be getting these because I do plan on doing a How to Train Your Dragon outfit for one of the next days that I'm here. Not during previews, once it's officially open. Oh my gosh. And I love her so much. I might be getting her as well. And it's actually a really cute popcorn bucket. I saw, the only thing that I've seen online, as much as I tried to avoid everything, oh my god, mystery pins. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have all day. I don't want to get excited about merch yet. The one thing that I did see is somewhere you can adopt a dragon. I don't know where that is. I'm gonna find it. Oh, those are cute. And don't worry, I will do a merch haul on social media with everything I buy today. And just like the other Universal Studios parks, all the manhole covers are themed. Okay, I think my plan right now is just to go into each land, check it out, and then maybe grab some lunch because I didn't eat breakfast. And while I'm having lunch, maybe I'll come up with a game plan. I'm insanely overwhelmed. This place is huge and gorgeous, and I cannot wait to spend all day here. So I'm gonna head over to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I already see the other wand. I'm heading into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter to check that out. I think I'm just gonna make my way circular and then figure out what I'm doing for lunch. Time to head into the Ministry of Magic, well, Harry Potter. Oh, the time turner. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? This is insane. The scale. Okay. This is insane. It's gorgeous. Oh my God. Oh, I see a darker area. Mademoiselle Melkins instead of Madame Melkins. Oh, this seems like where darker wizards might hang out. Oh my God, my skirt. Bonjour! Alright, I definitely think there was a restaurant back there because there was a menu. I don't even know where anything is, and I actually kind of love it. Ooh, bar moonshine. Okay. Honestly, it's so hard to tell which of these storefronts are facades and which ones are actually stores. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting worried that when I come back in June, I have 2 different days in June that I'm coming back. I'm getting worried that that's not gonna be enough. Genuinely. What? I really wish I spoke more French to understand what any of these signs are saying. Bonjour! Okay, so that's definitely a theater because the doors are closing on their own. Okay, we got Niffler merch and more like magical creatures. Maybe that's the exit. So a circus show? That would make sense. A magical creature show, because I doubt it's actually just in these tents, if I'm being totally honest. Oh. Yeah, I'm getting really hungry. I'm gonna need to find somewhere to eat, but I want to check out all the lands first and figure out a game plan. This is insane. I told you guys this was going to be a very chaotic video because I have no clue anything about anything here. I'm coming in blind. Back there, right there, that is the Ministry of Magic ride, which is currently using a virtual queue. I may or may not join that today. Truly, I have not decided what I'm doing. I do know that they do multiple drops for the virtual queue every day, so I have time. Oh my God, even this side is stunning as you're exiting. The scale to which they built this is insane. So yesterday when I was at the gift shop of my hotel, I was talking to the team member there, and she said that someone kind of described walking out of a land and into Celestial Park as almost a palate cleanser because it is, I know that there's a theme to it, I just haven't read up on the backstory, but it's not as heavily themed as the other lands, so it kind of gives you a nice break between the lands rather than walking from, say, the Wizarding World into Dark Universe. You have this breath of just openness. I mean, look at this place. So you walk out of a land into this, where it's just nice and open and calm before walking into a new land. And I think that that is absolutely accurate. And I love it here already. So I'm heading over to Dark Universe now, which I feel like is where I'm gonna spend most of my time if I'm honest. All right. I am absolutely most excited for this land. I love that the portal is like dark and creepy even. The theming at this park. Oh my God. Sorry, I got distracted. It's a bunch of skulls. Oh, my horror heart is so happy. Okay. Oh. This is so cool. Frankenstein's catacombs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Meet and greets right in the beginning. Oh my God. Okay. If you need me, this is where I live now. And don't you worry, I'm absolutely coming back at night to see this all lit up. Monsters Unchained is currently delayed. And I'm not hearing Curse of the Werewolf either, which means that might be delayed as well. But oh my God. This place is insane. I know what Curse of the Werewolf is going. Okay. I'm intrigued. How often do you just go back and forth on that is my question. Found the windmill that will catch on fire. I'll come back later tonight to see it because I want to see it at night, obviously. Okay, I'm absolutely coming back later tonight to get some content in here because I have a feeling this is going to be so much cooler and creepier looking at night, and I love it. Okay, so Dark Universe is absolutely going to end up being my favorite land, with Isle of Berk as a close second. It was so cool in there and I cannot wait to see it at night. There's a wonderful live band playing. This is awesome. Now I'm heading to Super Nintendo World. In full disclosure, I never played these video games growing up. I really didn't play video games in general growing up. So I genuinely have no connection to the IP of this land. And while I was able to avoid spoilers for all the other lands, everything about this park, I do have a vague idea of what Super Nintendo World looks like, purely because it does exist in Hollywood and Tokyo, and I have watched content from both of those parks. So I'm not, again, I don't have a super huge connection to it. I'm sure it is super cool and I will enjoy my time there, but of the lands, it might end up being my least favorite just because, again, not a huge connection to the IP. But we are there, so let's go in. All right, let's head into the video game. And I will also say, oh, we go upstairs? Okay, that's interesting. I will say I did not buy a power-up band just because I won't be here all that much. if and when they add annual passes, if and when they add Epic Universe option to annual passes, then I might consider buying a power-up band because I'll be here more often. But for now, I did not. Will I regret that? Who knows? Maybe I'll buy one in June. We'll see how it is once I get in here. And then I need food. Desperately, I need food. I have a feeling this is the busiest land. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, you definitely feel like you're in the game. And it's loud. Okay, let's go downstairs. I think this is how you get down. I don't know. Woo! Almost tripped. That's fine. I'm good. Okay. This place is insane. This land is insane. The multi-levels are gonna make this difficult for me to figure out where everything is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's windy down here. My skirt keeps wanting to blow up. That's fine. We're good. I wonder what the wait time is for Yoshi's Adventure. I'd like to get on something, so let's go check that out. 60 minutes for just a little kiddie ride. Nope. Not waiting 60 for that. If I wouldn't even do 40 for pickup swing glider. No. Oh my God, there's more. What is this land? As I predicted, this is where everyone is. Okay, I have never seen footage of Donkey Kong Country because this portion does not exist in Hollywood, and I don't think I've seen any content from the Japan park on it. Oh my God. This feels like a whole different area. Okay, I can see the back of that from my hotel. So that's kind of cool. Y'all, I'm starving. Okay, I doubt Minecart Madness is going to be short if Yoshi's Adventure is 60, so... Okay. And because I'm not huge on this IP, I'm not too caring about the merch here. So, let's go get some food. Okay, first for lunch, I got the Meridian Bramble from Bar Zenith, which is Heyman's London Dry Gin, Chambord liqueur, lemon juice, simple syrup, and blackberries. And I think the blackberries are muddled because I see like bits of blackberry in it, which is really nice. The cups are very small. I don't know if it's just the one that I got or what, but it is a very small serving. Oh, it's delicious though. I definitely can taste that this is made with gin. It's not like a super in-your-face kind of way. But you can definitely tell that it is made with gin versus like tequila or brandy or whiskey or anything like that. It's really good. I do think you have to like gin as well as blackberry, and it isn't super sweet, which is kind of nice. So you have to like a not sweet drink, I guess. Yeah, I'm really just tasting blackberry and gin, which as a gin girly, I'm not going to complain about that. So that's before tax. But I, again, walked into this knowing nothing, so I did not know the serving size. You live and you learn. I'm not going to be too upset by it, but now you know. And again, I don't know if it was just the string because of whatever. Then for my meal, oh my gosh, this is hot and like the juice is everywhere. We got the Big Bang Burger, which is black Angus beef, whiskey bacon jam, beer cheese sauce, apple and bacon, lettuce, tomato on a potato roll. And it is huge. And the lettuce and tomato actually look fresh, which is shocking. God, I don't even know how to attack this. It's definitely kind of messy. But I've also had it sitting in the box for a little bit. Yesterday when I ordered my pizza, they gave me an insane amount of napkins, and I used like 2. They gave me 1 little napkin for this, and it is very messy. It's messy because of the whiskey bacon jam. Because it is a jam, so it is going to get sticky. I'm not tasting a lot of the beer cheese, which is a slight bummer, but the burger itself is cooked really, really nicely. The bacon is perfect. The flavor is really good. It's a thick burger patty. I'm going to try it fry quickly and then I'll show you the burger. Again, I prefer like a thin McDonald's cut fry, but they're salted well. I will give it that. So, I mean, it's a nice thick burger patty, which is impressive from like the theme park. So I'm not mad at that. And the flavor of the burger is really good. This is a better than average theme park burger. I'm very impressed by it. And I know that they have a more basic one that doesn't have the maple whiskey jam. It doesn't have beer cheese. I also don't think it has the bacon. So it's just more basic cheeseburger. And it's a good burger. I'm not mad at this. The fries are definitely thicker than I'd like. They're salted nicely, so I guess that's something. Overall though, this is a pretty decent meal. I'm really, really pleased with it. I'm definitely going to get food later on today in Dark Universe, I think. So I'm definitely going to go there more when the sun is down, which will be much later tonight. In the meantime, while I'm eating, I'm going to make a game plan for the rest of the day. Lunch at the Meteor Asteroid Pub was really good. It was far better than I expected, especially for theme park food. And while I was there, I was checking wait times to kind of come up with a game plan. And it does look like wait times across the board have kind of dropped, except for things like Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, Werewolf Unleashed, because Monsters Unchained is still down. The Ministry of Magic Ride is still virtual queue. So it does seem like the rides over in Isle of Berk have dropped. So I'm gonna go over there, see if those wait times have dropped at all, and also maybe try to meet some dragons, because they don't have any times in the app, which leads me to believe that they're just kind of out and about all day and they'll just rotate who's out. So I'm heading into Isle of Berk. Hopefully let's get on some rides. They just have dragons everywhere and I love it. I only just watched How to Train Your Dragon for the first time last week in preparation for this land. He's staring right at me. So I'm not as familiar with every single dragon name, but I love that you can just walk around and see random dragons. Okay, so the wait time to meet Toothless is 60 minutes, and while I would be happy to wait in that line, I don't have my Kindle with me, so maybe not today. But let's check in. Here's where you adopt a dragon. I found it, guys. I found it. Part of me figured it would be by the meet and greet. The babies sleeping up there. Oh my god. Okay, so I think you pick an egg. I have no clue how it works. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay, here. Here's where you hatch your dragon. So you can get Toothless, the Light Fury, Stormfly, Meatlug, or Cloud Jumper. I absolutely would want Toothless or the Light Fury because they're my favorites. Mostly because they remind me of my cats. Yeah, I'm gonna be purchasing an ungodly amount of merchandise today. I asked my parents what they thought the over-under was. Neither of them actually responded. They both just kind of laughed. And I don't know what's funny about that. Okay, let's see, what time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll do the Untrainable Dragon show today. But I kind of want to see if I can get on either of the rides here. So I'm just gonna kind of wander until I find one of those lines, because when I was having lunch, it said that both of them were 25-minute wait. So I would do 25 minutes to ride something here. So let's go. So Hiccup Swing Gliders is still a 25-minute wait, and it is that coaster. So kind of a kiddie coaster. So let's see, what does this say? High-speed roller coaster, sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, dropping, and backward motion. Ooh, backwards. You have to be at least 40 inches to ride, 48 if you want to ride by yourself. So I easily hit those heights. So let's go in here and hop on this. Before I even get on the ride, I got distracted. It's Hiccup's workshop with the map and all his drawings. I know one of the merch shops is technically called Hiccup's Workshop, but this is more his workshop. Oh, do this. His dad's chair. And with any other Universal ride, there's no filming on the rides, so I will not be able to bring you with me on the ride. I love all of the little theming throughout the queue of some of Hiccup's drawings, some of his workshop tables. It is just so cute. And from the queue, you can see Dragon Racers Rally, which I will hopefully be getting on later. Although I did not know that you could go upside down on that, so not sure how I feel about that. But you know what? I'm gonna be brave and get on it later. Hopefully, as long as the line is short. Even the theming behind Dragon Racer Rally, which is where you're essentially training to be a dragon racer, looks like the arena where they do the dragon racing in the movie. And the theming of these lands is just amazing. Okay, I will talk about Hiccup Swing Gliders in a bit, but Dragon Racer Rallies is a 5-minute wait, and this is a ride that lifts you high in the air and includes climbing, tilting, turning, and dropping. You control the tilting movement and the inversion. So if you don't want to go upside down, you don't have to, but it is a 5-minute wait, so let's hop on that. Again, with the theming of this land, I am truly obsessed with just all the dragons everywhere. So I did Hiccup Swing Gliders and Dragon Racer Rallies, both super cute rides. Hiccup Swing Glider, definitely less of a kiddie coaster than I was anticipating. It still is definitely really good for kiddos who haven't ridden something like Rock and Roller Coaster, Velocicoaster, Stardust Races here. It is still good for kids, but definitely had more zip than I was expecting it to, which I liked. But it's definitely a step up from something like Barnstormer or Troller Coaster. But I really loved it. There are a couple surprises in there that I don't want to spoil, but you get to see some characters that you know and love, and I was so excited, and everyone in my car was so excited to see those characters. And then Dragon Racer Rally, that one was cute. It kind of gave, how do I want to put it? It gave almost next level up Dumbo, because it's a very much pick you up, spin you around kind of ride, but it definitely goes higher than something like Dumbo. And if you are feeling brave, you can tilt it and get yourself to go upside down on it. I did not, just because I'm still testing out the waters on how much I enjoy inversions. So that one would be a really good one to test inversions with either yourself, your kids, anything, because it's quick. I think you do like 5 circles and that's it. But both of those were really fun. Both of those, Hiccup Swing Glider was a posted 25 and it was a true 25, and Dragon Racer Rally was posted 5 and it was a walk-on. So what I really like that they're doing, and I don't know if they're doing it every ride or if it was just Those two rides, the lockers are at the merge point with Express Pass. So it kind of helps control the flow of how many people are at the lockers, which I think is really great. I think that is one issue that Universal has at the other parks, that you have a mob of people at the lockers and it's hard to get in, whereas here, it's a controlled flow. And they're using photo verification instead of your pass, so that way you truly can be hands-free on the ride. Now I'm heading into Super Nintendo World again because Yoshi's Adventure dropped significantly. So
Yoshi's Adventure is a family-friendly attraction where you're sitting in a Yoshi and just kind of going around Super Nintendo Land, I think. It looks super cute. It's a short-ish wait right now, so I'm going to get on this and see what it's all about. All right, now at this point, everything that I haven't ridden is about 45 minutes to an hour, so I'm going to hop onto Minecart Madness, which is the Donkey Kong ride. I'm going to go through Single Rider just to see what the wait's going to be going through Single Rider. But this is a thrilling family coaster that appears to jump the track.
All right, so I left Super Nintendo World because it's crazy loud in there, and I wanted you guys to be able to hear me. Yoshi's Adventure was a posted 15. It was about 7 to the merge point, and then a total of 9 to get on, so just 2 minutes after merging to get on. And it was a cute enough ride. I don't think I would wait more than 10 minutes for it, unless you have like young kids who can't ride anything else. It's kind of just like People Mover meets Seuss High in the Sky trolley, a slow-moving ride around the land. It's nothing that you should go out of your way for, or again, wait more than 10 minutes for. Then I did Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. It was a posted 45. I ended up going into the single rider queue in the hopes that that would be slightly faster. The ride did go down for about 10-15 minutes. So in the single rider queue, it did take me about 50 minutes. By the time it came back up, it was up to 6. The posted wait was up to 60. So single rider, especially for something like that where it's a car of 4, isn't always going to be super fast. I just figured I might as well try it to see how quickly it does actually move, and end up moving about the same speed as the normal standby. So the standby is at least far more consistent as far as getting on the ride, because single rider you're hoping for an odd number party. So that ride was really fun. I knew a little bit about that again because it exists over in Tokyo. It is definitely slightly more jerky than Hiccup's Wing Gliders was, but that's how it's designed. It's supposed to be a runaway mine car on broken tracks, so it is not, it's kind of herky by design. So it was really fun. I am not someone who likes to wait in lines a lot, so for me, it wasn't worth that line, especially because, again, I have no connection to the IP, but I'm glad that I did it, especially because that is not included in Express Pass. So because there's no Express Pass for it, standby line will move at a pretty quick pace because it is somewhat, each car is individual, but they kind of come consistently. It's not like a normal roller coaster where you're waiting for the whole car to come through. So if you are a fan of the IP, definitely check it out. Just know that it is going to be a bit of a wait because it is one of the more popular rides here. But I think now I'm going to hop on the carousel because that is a 10-minute wait. And let's see what the other wait times are looking like. What's a 5-minute wait? The carousel is currently a 5-minute wait. Yoshi's 10. Again, I wouldn't wait more than 10 for that. I am not doing Stardust Racers. Dragon Racer Rally is 35. Fire Drill is 45. Monsters Unchained is 45. Minecart Madness, yep, it's up to 60. Curse of the Werewolf is 75. Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is 75. Ministry of Magic, Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry has been delayed for a couple hours now. I don't know if the virtual queue is going. The virtual queue obviously didn't come up at 3. I doubt it's going to come up at 7. So that might be something that I have to wait until June to do. And then Hiccup's Wing Gliders is down as well. So I think what I'm going to do, for sure, I'm going to hop on the carousel. And then I think I am going to head over to the Wizarding World anyways. My sister wants some pictures from that land. And I am feeling like grabbing a butterbeer crepe. So that is the plan. And then I think I will head into Dark Universe and I might just suck it up and wait in those slightly longer lines because I really want to do those rides. So let's hop on the carousel.
So Constellation Carousel is just that. It is the carousel of the park. There's no height requirement, so it's perfect for all ages. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. I am actually kind of excited to get on this because it does not look like your traditional carousel.
first-person carousel was super cute. It is a giant turntable with a couple smaller turntables on it, and I think each time, or they must have different coordinations, because the one I watched just went straight and had like lighter music going, but then when I was on it, it had more upbeat music, and at one point we changed directions. So that honestly might be one of my favorite carousels that I've ever been on, because it's so unique. It was a walk around. I would not ever wait for that, but it's very cute, and I think kids will definitely love it. So like I said before, I'm going to head back into the Wizarding World to get a butterbeer crepe. Okay, so I am at Café L'Air de la Sereine. I probably butchered that, but it's fine. And I picked up the butterbeer crepe, the butterbeer crepe, and I'm so excited. It is absolutely gorgeous in here, and to think that this is just like a quick service restaurant is wild. So I'm very excited for this crepe. It is so big looking. So I'm gonna make a mess. I mean, they're not lying. It is butterbeer, but in the form of a crepe. It is delicious. You get all the butterbeer flavors that you know and love. The crepe is perfectly light and thin. I'm gonna try this little cookie on top. It's just a shortbread cookie. A very good shortbread cookie, but shortbread cookie nonetheless. I want to get one of these strawberries and a bite. I feel very fancy in here, with just like the decor and like the fancy like actual plate and actual silverware. I feel underdressed. Okay, this is a huge bite. I like that flavor of the strawberry it adds to it. It's just a nice little like tart sweetness. And then I got the frizz. Again, I'm really bad at my friend's pronunciation, but this is a strawberry and mint beverage. I don't know if it's tea or lemonade or something. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. You definitely have to like mint because there's a lot of mint flavor in that, but as we've established in previous videos, I am a mint girly, so I really like this. It's light, it's refreshing, it is non-alcoholic, so anyone can have this. It's really hot out today, so I'm really trying to hydrate. I've only had one beverage, but the day's still young. It is not even 4 o'clock and the park's open until 9, so I got plenty of time. I'm staying until park close. I'm gonna head over to Dark Universe because I wanna see that with the lights off. But this was really good, really refreshing. Not a ton of strawberry flavor, it's very, very mint heavy. So again, you have to really like mint to enjoy that. But this crepe was absolutely delicious. It is gorgeous in here. The presentation of this is gorgeous. Definitely, if you are a butterbeer fan, definitely come try this because it truly tastes like butterbeer in food form, and it is so delicious. Okay, so I came into Dark Universe because I wanted to try to ride Monsters Unchained and Curse of the Werewolf. Monsters Unchained is currently down. People even, like, I was in the Burning Blade and someone was saying that they had gotten evacuated off of it. And Curse of the Werewolf is then up to 60, so I'm skipping both of those. One by choice and one because it's down. I'm not concerned, both of those are on Express Pass, so when I come back in June, I can do them then. Otherwise, I still have 4.5 hours today to get on them, and I definitely am coming back to this land at night because I cannot wait to see how cool it looks at night. But like I mentioned, I did stop by the Burning Blade Tavern and I picked up a beverage, and this is the My Only Weakness, which is Hayman's London Dry Gin, Aperol, Bowls Cherry Brandy, lemon juice, simple syrup, aromatic bitters, orange bitters, soda water with a lemon wheel and a cherry. That is so good. I taste a little bit of the gin, and then the brandy comes in the back. I'm mostly tasting lemon then, so, and cherry. I get a little bit of cherry. I don't taste much of the orange bitters. I I don't want to equate it to an old-fashioned because it's very much not, but it's a sweeter. I feel like this would be like an in-between old-fashioned kind of thing. Like, I'm not an old-fashioned fan, even though I'm from Wisconsin. They're too bitter for me. I'm not a huge fan of brandy. So this is delicious. So this is very much more up my alley. It's light, it's refreshing, not super carbonated, which is fine, and not super sweet, but also not sweet, if that makes any sense to anyone else. Yeah, I very much enjoy that. And when I was in there, one of the monster hunters came in and taught us the chant, which is essentially just howling.
Our toast. So everyone, please raise your arms in the air and those glasses if you have them. And when I say release the hounds, I want to hear your loudest, fiercest howls. Patrons of the burning blade, release the hounds!
So that was exciting, and it's nice to see just random characters and performance actors just milling about, interacting with guests, not necessarily on a schedule. It just makes the lands feel so much more immersive. Now, because the 2 rides here are not going to be ridden yet, again, one being down, one being too long of a line, I think I'm going to head back over to Isle of Berk. I think it's finally time that I end up making some purchases, and I do want to see the Untrainable Dragon show. So, and possibly meet Toothless or some of his friends, pending that wait time. So let's head back to Isle of Berk.
Okay, so on my way back to the Untrainable Dragon, it looks like meeting Toothless is only 40 minutes, and I know I passed it up at 60, but 40 is better, so I'm gonna get in line for this. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's Rough Nut and Tough Nut. They're just walking around talking to people in the line for Toothless. This is so cute.
It is, yes, it's a very tiny little camera in there. Hello, Kaylee, nice to meet you.
Have you met a dragon before?
I have never met a dragon before, but I'm very excited.
Be careful now.
Okay.
Stand right here in front of him.
Okay.
Hold out your hand in front of you.
All
You get a little closer. Let him come to you.
All right.
And there we go.
Oh.
You have dragon claws, by the way.
I do have dragon claws, yes. Trying to make them like me by fitting in with them. Oh, you're such a good boy, Toothless. Oh, can I put him under the chin?
No, yeah, just on
Just
top.
on top?
There,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
He's a little bit too ticklish there.
That's okay.
Let's take a portrait.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so I just met Toothless. He was absolutely adorable. Hiccup had gone in. He needed to check on some of the other dragons, so I unfortunately did not get to meet him, but that is a-okay. I still got to meet Toothless. I unfortunately did not get to meet Astrid and her dragon. They went in a little bit before I got through the line. It was a posted 40-minute wait. It ended up being like 35, so not too terrible. But now I'm going to see the Untrainable Dragon, so let's go. I don't think I'm going to be able to record in there, so I will recap after. I realized I never told you guys about the Untrainable Dragon show. It was so cute. Like I predicted, I could not film in there, so that's unfortunate. I'm gonna give spoilers away for this show just because it was so cute. I have to talk about it. At one point, Hiccup flies Toothless over the crowd, and I definitely got a little emotional because it's just such an amazing moment that you don't expect from a theater show. It was so cute, it was so fun. It was like 20 to 30 minutes. Because I came out, that's why I was distracted. It was about a 20-minute show. So it was super cute. I highly recommend it. The theater did fill up, and this is just previews. So if you want to see it, I definitely recommend getting there early. But there are multiple shows throughout the day, so.
You're gonna repeat after me.
All right.
I promise.
I promise.
To take care
of
my baby dragon.
Of my baby dragon.
Like a true Viking would.
Like a true Viking
All right,
would.
we got a true Viking over here. Woo! All right. So I'm gonna have you pull on this side.
All right.
Get it ready to go. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Woo! The baby Viking.
The dragon adoption ceremony was the absolute cutest thing ever. And I'm so glad that I was able to find the Light Fury because just like Toothless reminds me of my one cat Coco, she reminds me of my other cat Ella. So I'm very excited to have gotten her. She is so cute. Now I think I'm going to see if Hiccup's Winged Gliders is running. I'm not hearing it. I did see if I could get into the 6 o'clock virtual queue for Battle of the Ministry because that came back up, but the virtual queue never opened. I think I might check again. When I was over there earlier, the team member said that they had opened up 3 o'clock queue at 3:25. So maybe they're waiting 3 hours in between and at 6:25 it'll open. So I might just hang out and check at that point, but otherwise I will head over to Dark Universe again because the sun is starting to set, which means that land is going to transform into its nighttime theme. I'm gonna hop into this other merch store and get some merch that I didn't see at the other store. So, you know, just some shopping now.
Okay, finally getting on Curse of the Werewolf. I'm just gonna kind of suck up this weight, but this is a high-speed roller coaster that includes sudden and dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, dropping, spinning, and backwards motion. And I'm actually kind of nervous, but also excited for this one.
So I just got off of Curse of the Werewolf. It was posted 35, it ended up only being like 15 for me, but that's because they asked for a single rider at one point, so I got to kind of skip some of the line. So if you're a single rider, or even honestly anything, I was in a different ride and they had to call back for a group of 2. So always keep your ears open. You might be able to kind of scooch ahead a bit. Curse of the Werewolf was fun. Very disorienting because of how much you're spinning, but I enjoyed it. It was a lot shorter than I expected, but it was still very fun. And there it goes. The ride vehicle is so unique, the fact that it spins. So I enjoyed it. So now I'm gonna hope Monsters Unchained comes back. There's a crowd gathering out front, so I'm gonna kind of hang out in this general area and see.
Okay, so Monsters Unchained is still down, so I'm going to head back to the Burning Blade Tavern to pick up a snack.
Okay, so from the Burning Blade Tavern, I'm just trying to make sure my skirt doesn't fly over. I'm kind of hidden behind one of the drink stands because it was full in there and dark. So I picked up the Burning Cheddar Bites, which are crispy fried poppers with a sriracha ranch. And I also picked up the Dark Thorn Mead, which is a boysenberry, blackcurrant vanilla with pink peppercorn infusion. So I'm gonna start with the poppers. They look insane because they're black. That is really good. The cheese is creamy. They're nice and crispy. They don't taste burnt, even though they look burnt. That's just what it's supposed to be. And then there's pepper inside, like not like ground pepper, but peppers, which is what gives it that heat. There's a little bit of heat on the back, nothing too crazy. I like it. Okay, and now the sriracha ranch. The sriracha ranch adds more heat to it, adds in a little creamy factor, but also cools it down at the same time. I really like that. Those are delicious. I definitely will be getting those again, especially as someone who likes fried cheese curds. And now the mead. I've never actually had mead before. Ooh, heat in the back. Oh, that's delicious. I guess I don't really know exactly what boysenberry should taste like, but it does taste very blackberry, very berry in general. I feel like mead is normally like honey-ish. This definitely doesn't have a ton of honey to it, and a slight carbonation. I don't think I can taste the pink peppercorn, but that might also be because I have had one of the cheese bites. So either way, the meat is delicious. This is a winner. As much as I loved my drink this morning from here, the gin-based drink, especially if you're not a gin drinker, definitely try this, but this is also really good. I feel like this will be my evening drink when I don't need something super light and refreshing, the gin one will be my daytime drink when I want something light and refreshing. But I'm very happy to call this my little dinner. And now I'm just gonna hang out here in Dark Universe because the sun is starting to go down, which is why, I'm sorry, the window just got on fire, which is why it's really like poor lighting because the sun's going down and my camera just didn't wanna, I couldn't find a setting that lit me up without lighting the back up too much. So I'm very excited to see this land at night because I feel like that's when this land is really going to shine. So already, I saw the windmill burning earlier when it was light out, and it's burning right now, which means for sure on the hour. I genuinely haven't even figured out how often they do that, but I'm just gonna hang out here. The park's open for another hour, so I'm just gonna spend the next hour hanging out in Dark Universe and taking everything in. So it has been a great day so far, you guys. I have loved my day at Epic.
Okay, Dark Universe at night might be my favorite way to do this land. Seeing all of the lights on, and it just adds another level of creepiness almost to it, but not anything super scary unless you're like afraid of the dark or something. But this land is awesome, and it is making me miss Halloween Horror Nights so much, but I am obsessed with this land at night.
I noticed, like as I was walking by the central like fountain area, the fountain show was going up, and it still actually might be, I'm not 100% sure. But it's really cool. It's just lights and water and music. So it's really pretty, and what's nice is that the fountain area is so big that, and circular, that you have a great view no matter where you're sitting. So I'm gonna end the night, I think, taking some pictures of Isle of Berk at night. All right, well that is it. The park closes in less than a minute, but I have had the absolute best day ever here at Epic Universe. I'm so glad that they brought out annual Passholder previews. I'm so glad I was able to get one for today, and I'm so glad that I was able to bring you guys along with me. This park is absolutely amazing. I was just overwhelmed with joy and awe all day long. So I am so sad to be leaving the park today, but I will be back in June, and I will be bringing you guys along then as well. So in the meantime, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on all of my socials. Those will be linked in the video description. Bye guys, today has been epic.